We're doing our first oil change on a 2022 Mercedes GLS580. So we're going to make a video in case you want to try to do this yourself. It'll be kind of step by step. First thing you're going to want to do is get this pan off. So Ashley, if you want to start doing that.
All right.
There's going to be about 7 bolts at least. There's 2 in the back. There's a center one on one side, right over here, one over here. So there are actually a total of 8 8mm bolts to get that under tray off, but I think we're good. You just pop that end down by you, Ashley, and then pull that out. Anyway, so let's get to our oil filter just right quick. That's going to be here. That's the cap, and there's your drain plug. So we'll get started on that. All right, we're going to get this oil filter cap off first. That's going to be a 24mm socket. Try to use a 6-point socket if you can. It's got the torque specs printed on it. We'll get those for you after we get this thing off. Prepare for oil drippage. I'll come back when there's something to film. Oh, you good?
Yep.
Whoa. Just let that drip a minute. All right, we're going to go ahead and get this drain plug out on the bottom of the pan right here. That is a 6mm Allen fitting. And we're getting ready to jump back from this hot oil, I guess. Not fast enough, but I got a little on me. Good news is I didn't get any on my shoes. A quick but important note on the engine oil that goes back in this car. In my previous Mercedes, we always had an MB Spec 229.5 called for, but you need to check your book because if you ask AI, it may tell you 229.5 is acceptable, but that's not true. You need to find one that says it is a 229.51, 0.52, 6171, or 72. That's at least what my manual says for the 580. It takes 10 quarts. If you have a 450, I think it takes like 9.5 quarts. But either way, you want to find the proper spec, which I had to order this, and you're looking at $140 worth of oil here. So that's one of the reasons oil changes are getting more expensive. But this is a low ash oil that is going to help the life of your primary catalytic converter. So be sure you get the right one. All right, Ashley says she wants to attempt to pull this filter out, so we're going to let her. It's just a tension fitting, so if you just put a little muscle on it, it pops right out. Not bad.
You're hilarious.
Let's go take a look at the new one. You can find a Hengst brand filter. I'll put a link in the description, but that's the correct one. Hengst usually makes the OEM stuff too, so it's a nice quality filter. That's what your new one's going to look like. Let's zoom out a little. That's what your new one's going to look like. Of course, you're going to get an O-ring for your cap. Take a note on your cap of where the old one fit. Coat that with a little bit of new engine oil, and then we're going to stick that thing back together. On your cap, you're going to have the top ridge, plastic, second ridge, plastic. Then right below that second ridge is your rubber O-ring. So just get a pick under there. Once you get it off, you're going to see that it's got a channel that it fits in right there when you put your new one in. So which goes like this. Just start it on one side, hold it with your finger, kind of work it around. It's got a lot of elasticity to it. Just be sure it's not tensed up or pinched anywhere. On your filter cartridge, the end with the hole is going to be the top, so it's going to go like that. You have the bottom end that has these prongs on it. Easiest way to put this on is to get your cap, pop it on, and then you're going to be able to put this on and then tighten it down.
Sounds great.
Yep.
Let's do it.
Before you go back together with this, even though it's still dripping, you're going to want to wipe everything down as much as you can. We'll give it another wipe down after we get everything in, but this will at least help with the initial drips of things that are still sitting there waiting to drip on you. All right, we're ready to go back in with that filter element. So just show you what that looks like right quick. You shove it up there high enough to get it engaged. Is it going?
Mm-hmm.
Good. All right, we're going to pop the torque spec. I think it's usually printed on that cap as well, but I'll pop it in on top of the video here on a layer. All right, get your drain plug in place with that 6mm Allen wrench. If you have 6mm sockets, that is an Allen wrench, you can torque it correctly. And I will, again, put an overlay on the video of what the torque should be on this, but I'm just going to get it in the neighborhood of where it was when I took it off. And we'll check it for drips when we're finished.
Beautiful.
After you get everything tightened down, give it another wipe down just to catch any drips you may have missed. And then it is time to put this under tray back on. So we've got a lip here that will go under. And then at the front, you want to try to catch, you have to bend it a little bit, I think, to get it under there. Yeah. You can see where the fasteners go. So you just want to kind of get it popped up in there where it's going to work. Yeah, that's it. Now get your fasteners, tighten them back down. All right, we've got our pan on. Now we're going to lower this, put some oil in, or reset our service reminder. Oil fill is going to be right up top. Don't even have to take the engine cover off. Book says this holds 10 quarts. We're going to put in 8.5 and then warm it up, check it, and add as needed. All right, we are back at the shop after driving around for about 15 minutes. We got a message that popped up on the dash that said, add a quart of oil. And then if you go through the menu, you get to this tank graphic. Let me show you how to do that right quick. So go to your home menu, hit home. It's going to bring up those. Use this little black touch menu here to go side to side, and you see in the background things are moving. So basically want it to get to the service menu. Once you hit that, you will tap the button like an enter function, and then you will bring up that. You can see it stops at coolant, but if you scroll, see if I can get them both in there. I guess not, maybe. There's engine oil level. Tap that black button again. It will bring up a graphic for you. Now this graphic is very important. When I got this car from the Mercedes dealership, it was certified pre-owned and all that stuff, and it was at the max mark, which you would think that is what it needs to be for a full oil level. But after about 30 minutes of driving, it would consistently bring up a message that said reduce oil level. And that was the issue that we kept running into. I had no idea what the problem was. I took it back. They took out a quart of oil, got it back to this level right here, which is about halfway, and the service advisor told me that is the target. If you have it all the way up under certain driving conditions, it's going to give you an error message. Not good for the engine either. So this is what you're shooting for. Now let's reset our service reminder. All right, to set your oil service reminder, or your B service reminder in this case, you want to not put your foot on the pedal down there, but hit this, bring up all the lights. That was 1, and that's 2. So it'll bring that up. We've got a scanner plugged in. That's why we're getting that menu. There you go. And then you want to go to get your mileage up. That's your base trip menu. Then go to your steering wheel and hold that button and that button for about 3 or 4 seconds simultaneously. After that, you want to hit the home button and then scroll over and you'll see a new option here, which is the workshop. Hit workshop, you're going to hit OK. So keep hitting the black button like a return button here to go into your menus. Now you're going to want to scroll down using the black button again to Assist Plus. Full service, if that's what you have done, and that's what we're doing. And they're just really talking about an oil and filter change in that scenario. Go down to Confirm, Enter. And then here's where the oil grade needs to be confirmed. We use 229.52. Confirm. Did you do it? They want you to be real sure. Cannot be undone. That's good. I don't want to undo it. Confirm, enter. Go back to your home menu. You can look at your normal menu setup over here, all the way the other side on the service menu. Hit it, and it should say we have 10,000 miles to go, whereas before it said it was due. There you go. So I guess the key there is start videoing without practicing. But anyway, that's a successful oil change and reset reminder. Thank you for watching.